I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 6 shots or only 5?
Dirty Harry would hit theaters on December 23rd of 1971, and Callahan's kickoff mission would see him tracking a psychopathic sniper who was inspired by the real-life Zodiac killer. Eastwood's Callahan will dive into the case and make it his personal mission to track down this sadistic killer before the body count piles up. So, as you can see, it's a relatively by-the-numbers action plot. Now, Dirty Harry would have a pretty solid budget of $4 million, and I think it shows. Even all these years later, there is a polished visual aesthetic to this movie. The aerial shots, I think, are eye-popping. The direction from Don Siegel frequently will bring the camera up in the perspective up over the top of the city to just give a lot of depth to this playground that Harry and this killer known as the Scorpio will be using for their deadly game of cat and mouse. I think the sequences during the day really pop with the natural lighting. Then the night sequences just live perfectly in the shadows to give this movie an uneasy mood. So there is an appealing balance in tones, all of which I think is complemented by the rich scoring from Lalo Schifrin. But really, this movie is all about Eastwood as Dirty Harry. Eastwood's grizzled man of few words, but speaks with his eyes persona from his westerns, I think was perfectly able to just morph into this cop who lives on the edge to just create a legendary action anti-hero. This movie has somewhat of a methodical pace. It's not a full throttle action movie as much as it is an action crime thriller, but when the action does hit, the violence doesn't hold back in this respect. And many others, I think this movie was way ahead of its time. Dirty Harry would go on to earn $36 million at the box office, and the character would easily be cemented as just a fixture in pop culture.